Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi. Hey, Navia! What you up to?
Shh! Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things proper.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh,
Wait! Huh? Who do you think you are? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still—
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked—
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked to be—
Overworked? I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside!
Huh? But you said I shouldn't...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you!
wow. What a horrible person.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de... Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their work. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way.
Oh, shoot. It all makes sense now.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was and besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage. Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the—
Paimon will join you. 'Cause this is kinda all Paimon's.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked—
Monica's the one apologizing?
our head chef has been a little highly strung lately.
All right. Since there's...
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to me.
a little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like...
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's...
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find... Escoffier?
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Let's move before the trail goes cold.
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That... Well, for starters, she used to be the head. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the hotel.
Gâteau de Bourg. That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day.
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Bourg was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their but none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she...
The Fortress of Mirabede?
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to...
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the...
Well, about that...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove! You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then, you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom! What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't...
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the...
Yes, Chef!
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch...
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hotel de Bourg doesn't need her anymore.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running...
Fiamma. That's the second time...
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. He decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take...
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally
So, you two must be the world-famous traveler and her companion, Paimon, yes?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then.
I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. But I don't work for the Hotel de Bourg anymore. And being ex-head chef, besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid, even.
That's hard to believe.
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her... Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier.
She mentioned me?
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others...
Monica...
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial...
Oh, Monica...
Escoffier...
I can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at how unbelievable! I won't stand for...
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Wait, she looks like... Is that a...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up...
But please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your custom...
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook?
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually...
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah...
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way?
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own, that banquet was a huge event. And so many staff were involved every step of the way.
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Produced from an extra...
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it's
They also found that overuse can have Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already...
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased... But you took all the blame. We all know why. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve...
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no hotel...
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
No.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this?
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to... You're not the boss here anymore. So stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your...
That's none of your...
What happened to...
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something.
Huh? Fanasium?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Give it...
The traditional way? That can only...
That's right! I'm talking, of course.
According to legend, the founders of the cooking contest would decide who had the fun...
Huh. Sounds like the...
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, and indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been in...
Reintroduction? Someone brought it...
What say you, Escoffier?
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hotel de Bourg.
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the term.
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose, you hand over...
What? The Codex de Boer?
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world.
Present and former. Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy.
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original...
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or... Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue. And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier?
You sound... All right, then. Let's see how much you've actually... I hope you surprise me, Savannah.
Believe me, I'll show...
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere.
Well, I got a sense that she's
Holding back?
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's...
That's...
Okay.
Oh, that? Well, back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide. For instance, legend has it that the original... So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 60... Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original, especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius. And over time...
Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex.
What? No, of course not. Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their and that was it. The end of the Hotel de Boer's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, even then it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we had.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical...
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the taste.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Bourg they sell now is actually Escoffier's
Wait, really? What?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the record. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the codex. But ultimately, as for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Venegem's business sense to thank for that.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Bourg, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today. And who knows, maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hôtel de Bourg never would have fallen into a slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Bourg is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift. Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem. But still.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef. Yeesh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our gâteau do the talking. It means vesting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula. However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And,
well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment.
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Bourg is very complicated. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen. You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. A kind of special food processor I got the this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment. So that...
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh?
Done. These are the flavor compounds extracted.
Wow! Even the smell is so much...
Absolutely not! Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavor. I'll demonstrate again. Now. Slowly and And voila! Now it's your turn. Not terrible, considering, but the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this? Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now I've seen it firsthand. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel de Boers. That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest. How's it going? Have you picked it? How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the...
Finally on the right path.
How's it going? How's it going? How's it going?
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
How's it going?
Finally on the right path.
How's it going? Have you...
Guess I'm finally on the right path.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow.
I guess I'm finally on the right
All
path.
will be revealed in the next volume? Oh, drat.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Time to act. Time to act.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious.
Guess I'm finally on the right path. Guess I'm finally on the right path. I guess I'm finally on the right path.
Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act.
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me. This coffee smells as good as ever. How's it going? How's it going? Body and mind. Time to act. How's it going? Have you picked... Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged...
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything.
6 points.
What? Oh, what?
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from... By that logic, I suppose you think...
Aww.
Ugh, me next, me next! I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less.
So you went from 12 tablespoons...
Aw.
Now to the final dish.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Darn.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one a point.
How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can really taste the grace of the snow.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square.
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining!
Chef Escoffier!
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing...
And you think you're up to the task?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me...
Yeah,
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. The fact is, I'm a fine chef.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen?
I have not. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad! What's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then Will I...
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get?
Probably because you were all but anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redo...
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some.
She sounds like the worst!
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
every time you remake it.
Either straighten yourself up.
So now, it seems like just picking up...
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working, and even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes.
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues. I will win this contest, and after that...
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clear...
You think being one person short, even if I had to go it alone...
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always...
Actually, I thought maybe I could help.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then...
You do this for us?
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah?
I know, but it's all right. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure...
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from...
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate...
Spina sponsored? Wait,
Well, I promised to...
Yeah! Feast, feast, feast!
alright, if you insist. Then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Why, Savannah? Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original cup. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't known. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily... The copy I gave her not only... Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to... We were. At least, she was a little shy. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma. Well, I mean, and the idea that she turned out like... I wonder if this is how Yes, with his good friend and co-founder... The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Bourg and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks every turn. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his people started gossiping about everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his... And that was it. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy. Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure... And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. Really? Well, I like...
If my calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new... System.
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Bourg! Toot sweet!
Embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
Did you hear the news?
Escoffier's coming back for it.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hôtel de Bord and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I've brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant.
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
Monica, Traveler, it's... Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right? Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse! Gaspar! Get to work! Do not disappoint me.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition is quickly heating up.
Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right? Off to the freezer! Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right? That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors. Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. What are you doing, Escoffier? Your team's waiting on you.
An inspired melange.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
The balance of flavors is about right, but the quantity is too low.
Alphonse! What are you playing at? That's not how I taught you to do it! Stop horsing around and do it again!
So, what do you think?
Off to the freezer!
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check on Savannah's progress.
I think this flavor profile is still a little bit off.
Enough! Useless! Both of you, make like an egg and feed it! I'll do it myself!
Wow! Is Savannah serious? Can she really make up for lost time working alone?
A little amuse-bouche!
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
I was just exercising caution. I had to make sure everything was perfect.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make gâteau de bois.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10! Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in. I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
What? It's Savannah?
No! That's impossible!
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And it was Van Gem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her...
You take that back!
Judges, we demand a rematch!
That's enough! What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Escoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished—
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last,
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is...
It's all right. It was just a bait. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate for you. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would...
No. No! This doesn't make—
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of...
Oh, I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on...
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over, and she'll hide herself away in the kitchen.
But why?
Our best guess is...
And even so...
Yeah, and it's
About that, we...
Leone and Algalia were the ones
Not to worry. Come on.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it...
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet some...
is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our...
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident.
Food safety? Wait.
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, but the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage.
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into...
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up? Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fort, so you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that.
You mean... you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months.
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original Codex?
I have my suspicion.
What happened to me?
I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left.
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest, but the difference was so small. I'm sure...
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get... So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah...
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes, but after countless setbacks, she's getting... And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Of course. Then she finally got the code. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier?
New head chef, you say? What's her name?
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone...
All this time, I've been blaming other...
I sincerely apologize. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure.
In that case, I'll go and update for Ma and his family.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
That was a long day.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose? Every year, they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the idea. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock. So the truth is that leadership, with all the I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same, of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection. Okay, I've made up my mind. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life.
Why are we here so... check on her? Why? What? Oh no, Escoffier!
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me. Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all? Alright. Thanks. I appreciate.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but
Coffee. Need...
what can I get for you? Sure thing. We're here to go. Huh? Oh, I see. First cup of this.
Coffee.
I smoke. I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up on your sleep when you get the chance.
I think I figured out where.
Wait, what investigate?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's. Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while if she's not here...
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at...
We were, but then, just after you left...
Oh, looks like a map with a...
Wait a second. Of course, from the Codex. Yeah, but I don't understand.
The Codex de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on fight.
Ugh, idiot. Does she...
Hold on, there's more.
It was you. It sounds like a threat
Retrieve the Codex by any... So the cooking contest and the...
She's keeping the true recipe.
Ugh, this is all such a mess! Paimon, first we thought that Savannah forced...
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand...
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
There are still so many places for us to... place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they... Oh, they ran off!
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his
Good point.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests, and as the food flowed away...
we have to feed the blubber beasts? See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and Lumitoile will have...
Wait, we're
Yeah! Ja! Yeah! Ha!
blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff is...
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off.
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back.
Hey, be careful! Scare them off too much and they might not come back again. Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
The tracks turned back again. Ugh, so annoying. A dash of frosting! Yeah! 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 A little amuse-bouche! Sha! Hey, it's open!
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water.
Sure.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden, but I... Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident.
Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain. That she deliberately... First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with... He offered Modeste his friendship, only to murder him. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even... So you see...
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking.
You're right. I don't deserve her
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your...
I somehow doubt that. Since I
What?
Ever since I learned the truth. I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now...
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You... Oh, you're too much. I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain, too.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me, but you...
Stop right there!
Let her go, Monica!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't!
Stay back if you want her alive! Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't...
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this?
A recipe. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius. The je ne sais quoi factor.
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad.
I couldn't care less about the cake itself. No, he and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of... We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the sense. That's right. I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for...
Will you listen to yourself?
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on the...
Wait, what's that sound?
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too!
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route. The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere. back to the freezer. Time to act. They were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Knife Skills 101. Time for some rough chopping. Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests. A dash of frosting! Ha! Yeah!
boosh! Ha! Ka! Yeah! Ha!
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers. freezer! Yeah. A little amuse bouche. Ja. Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Off to the freezer. Ha. Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
An important part of cooking is making sure the ingredients absorb the